Let me ask you something, and I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. Do you ever feel busy but hollow? Like you ran a marathon, but you're still standing in the exact same spot? I've been there. I've spent entire weeks, no years, feeling exhausted at night, only to realize I didn't actually make or build or change a single thing. I just moved thoughts around in my head. And here's the part that really stings. I'm not stupid. I'm actually pretty good at thinking. But that was exactly the problem. My ability to think had become a trap. In the next 10 minutes, I want to walk you through the exact trap that caught me and countless other smart people and show you how I clawed my way out. I'm not here to yell at you. I'm here because I see myself in you, and I don't want you to wake up 3 years from now feeling exactly like this. Let's go. Let me introduce you to a guy I'll call Tom. Tom is a genius. He has a flawless business plan, color-coded spreadsheets. He's researched every competitor. And Tom feels great. He feels productive. He feels safe. 4 years pass. Tom still has the perfect plan, but he doesn't have the business. What happened to Tom? I'm not going to tell you yet. I'm holding on to that answer for a few more minutes, because here is the painful truth. I was Tom for a long time. And if you're honest with yourself, you might be Tom too. Let's figure out how we got here. All right. Here's the definition that broke my brain when I first heard it. Motion is planning, strategizing, researching, and learning. It feels productive because your brain releases a little hit of, I'm doing good, but it creates zero tangible results. Action, on the other hand, is the messy, scary behavior that actually delivers an outcome. Think about it this way. If you outline 20 articles, that's motion. If you actually hit publish, that's action. If you email 10 people and start conversations, that's motion. If they actually sign a contract and pay you, that's action. If you read a diet book on the couch, that's motion. If you eat a healthy meal, that's action. Now, be honest. Look at your last 30 days. This is the feeling I hate the most. I call it the motion hangover. You are exhausted. You worked 10 hours, but you didn't make anything. You didn't ship anything. You just moved thoughts around in your head. Smart people suffer here the most. And I know because I was one of them. We are terrified of producing something stupid or ugly. So we produce nothing at all. That 2 a.m. dread, that's the cost of protecting your ego. And honestly, it's just not worth it. So, why do we do this to ourselves? Why does our brilliant brain betray us? Here's the crazy thing. When you plan to get fit, your brain releases dopamine. You feel smart. You feel like you've already started losing weight. But here is the dirty little secret. That dopamine hit tricks your brain into thinking the goal is already finished. You research the workout. Your brain says, we are fit now. So you stop. You don't actually go to the gym because the mental reward was already collected. And for smart people like us, we are experts at staying cozy. Failure is scary. Criticism hurts. If you are the smart one, failing feels like losing your identity. So we stay in the planning phase. Because if you just plan a business, you can't go bankrupt. If you just outline a book, you can't get bad reviews. But here is the heartbreaking part I had to learn the hard way. By delaying failure, you are also delaying success. You can't have the reward without the risk. I held on to the coin of risk for years, wondering why I was so broke. I can hear you right now, because I said the exact same thing. You are thinking, but I really do need to plan. If I don't plan, I'll fail. I get it. You're not wrong. Planning is necessary. But there is a massive difference between preparation and procrastination. If your planning is preventing you from starting, it is poison. And I drank that poison for years. So, how did I finally break the cycle? I found 2 weapons that actually worked. And the best part? They aren't complicated. They're just hard. Weapon 1. Kill the mood. Set a schedule. I used to wait for inspiration. I'd sit at my desk and think, I just need to feel motivated. Spoiler alert, motivation never came, because the anxiety of failure will always outweigh the excitement of the idea. I had to remove choice from the equation. Look at the people who actually get things done. They don't rely on feeling it, they rely on a schedule. I learned that James Clear writes every Monday and Thursday, not because he wants to, because that is just what happens on those days. When the alarm goes off now, I don't ask, do I want to do this? I ask, what is the first step of my scheduled action? This was a game changer for me. Action precedes motivation. You don't wait to be inspired to write, you write to become inspired. Set the schedule, remove the choice, do the work. It's not sexy, but it works. But what if it's a massive one-time project? Writing a book, launching an app, a huge exam. A weekly schedule doesn't always fit. You need weapon 2, the guillotine. You need a hard public deadline. Imagine this. There's a story about Cortés. When he landed in the New World, he burned his ships. His men had no choice but to succeed. They couldn't retreat. I had to do this with my first big project. I announced the launch date to my friends. I told my mom. Suddenly I was terrified, but I couldn't back out. Parkinson's law is real. Work expands to fill the time you give it. If you give yourself a year, it will take a year. If you give yourself 30 days and announce it publicly, your brain panics. You stop researching the best font for your cover, and you start writing the damn chapters. Pick a date. Make it public. Burn the boats. It's terrifying. But it's the only way. But wait. What if the project is so big, you don't even know where to start? This is where I save myself every single day. The cure is micro-action. You don't need to write the book. You need to write one sentence. You don't need to run a marathon. You need to put on your shoes. When I catch myself reorganizing my desk instead of working, I pause. I ask myself, is this motion or action? If it's motion, I have exactly 5 seconds to do the smallest possible action. Write one single sentence, do one push-up, send one risky email. I promise you, the smallest action shatters the illusion. It breaks the trance. You can't steer a parked car. Just get the wheels moving, even if you go in the wrong direction for a second. All right, let's talk about Tom. Remember, Tom had the perfect plan. The flawless research, the 70-page binder. Tom never launched. Tom is brilliant. Tom is educated. And Tom is completely, utterly stuck. He traded his entire future for the safety of preparation. But here's the thing I want you to remember. Tom isn't a villain. Tom isn't lazy. Tom is just scared. Just like I was. Just like we all are. Don't be Tom. But also, don't hate Tom. Just learn from him. The world doesn't pay you for your ideas. The world pays you for your execution. You can be the smartest person in the room, but if you are only in motion, you have nothing. The loop is closed, the truth is out, and it's not too late. So here is my soft, gentle, but firm challenge to you. What is the one thing you can do in the next 60 minutes that is action, not motion? I don't care if it's messy, I don't care if it's bad, just do it. For yourself. Because you deserve to look back in a year and be proud of the messy, brave thing you launched. Hit that like button right now. It's your first action of the day. It proves you're choosing action over motion. Comment below. What is the one action you are taking today? Fill in the blank. I'll be reading every single one, cheering you on. Stop planning. Start doing. I believe in you. Seriously. I'll see you in the next video. And whatever you do, go take that first step. Your future self will thank you.